Welcome to a new topic in engineering mechanics. Today we'll take a look at the center of gravity. If a structure has a uniform density, its centroid is equal to the geometric centroid. You have definitely heard about centroidal axes. These are the axes that run through the center of gravity. It can be located both inside and outside the structure. It is located outside, in the example of this open profile. This topic plays an important role not only during your studies, but also later in your professional life. Let's take the first step as an example to calculate the bending stresses on a composite beam. This is usually the determination of the centroid. A 4-meter-long and 20-centimeter-thick slab section rests on a concrete beam. The 1-meter-high concrete beam cross-section has the following dimensions, as shown in the drawing. In the y-axis, the center of gravity corresponds to the statical moment in the z direction, divided by the total area A of the component cross-section. The statical moment shows how the partial surfaces are distributed in relation to the defined axis. As the sum of the products of the partial areas I with the corresponding distances y from the defined coordinate system and the partial surface centroid. On the other hand, Zs is equal to the statical moment in the y direction divided by the sum of all partial areas. Usually, I just write these formulas and the calculation method becomes clear. First, the coordinate system should be defined in a point of geometry to facilitate the determination of the centroid. It is simply placed at the intersection of the symmetry axis and the centroidal axis of the slab. The symmetry automatically results in ys equal to 0. Only the centroid in the direction of the z-axis remains for the calculation. Let's start with this. The centroid of the first surface and the slab lies in the selected coordinate system, so their distance z1 is equal to 0. This value is multiplied by the first partial area A1 by 4000 times 200 square millimeters. The next sum in Z2 times A2 is the centroidal distance of the flange times the flange area A2. Afterwards, we multiply the center of the web height by the web area and Z3 times A3. And finally the centroidal distance z4 times a4. Now we enter the values in the formula. Zero times 4000 times 200 plus 150 times flange surface plus the distance to the web center times the web surface marked in red plus z4 of 1060 mm with the lower flange surface a4. This is now divided by the sum of all partial areas. You can easily get it from the numerator or from the drawing. This results in Zs with 112 mm or 0.112 meters. This distance describes the position of the center of gravity in relation to our defined coordinate system. In the next tutorial, this example will be calculated in R-Fem as well as in shape thin. Shape thin determines section properties of open or closed thin-walled cross-sections as well as cold-formed sections and performs the stress analysis and plastic design. We will deal in detail with other topics such as statical moments, moments of area, stresses, and so on.